Hi guys, welcome back to Sunday League to Champions League. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today here in episode 17 we have a home game against Maidenhead, followed by an away game against Eastbourne. As you can see, we're currently sat in third place in the league. Since you were last with us, we have remained unbeaten. We're on a fantastic run of form at the moment. We've not had many clean sheets, it has to be said, but we did draw 0-0 with Maidstone last time out, so at long last we haven't been beaten by them, which is a big positive in my opinion. But in terms of the form, like I say, a 2-1 win against Welling, a 4-1 win away at Chelmsford, 3-1 away at Bath, and then the 1-0 draw against Chippenham, followed by the 0-0 against Maidstone. We're doing really well, and hopefully we can continue with the home game against Maidenhead and away game against Eastbourne. And in terms of league table, as mentioned previously, we're sat in third place at the moment, and we're 10 points clear of 8th place Wealdstone. So if we get a couple of good results today, depending on other results, there's every chance we could secure our playoff place. We aren't going to get automatically promoted, but finishing in the playoff places now is certainly a target we can all get behind. And all we have to do is win probably 3, maybe 4 more games, and then we will be on for that tough end to the campaign in a playoff run. As you can see, we're going to be making a number of changes for today's game. We're a little bit weaker in the central midfield area than we'd like to be for today's match, but hopefully we can continue our run of form and get another good result. We've got Akers in goal with Bacham, Candola, Okocha and Ezenolium at the back, Kedwell, Alador, Hamilton, Corey and Burton in midfield, with Hayder and Smith partnering up front. And like I say, hopefully we can do well today and continue in the form that we've found ourselves in. We've been doing very well recently, and if we can continue, like I say, playoff places will be en route. With 20 points behind Dulwich Hamlet with only 7 games remaining, we're not going to catch them. They've won the league at a canter, but the higher up we finish in these playoff area, the better opportunity we'll have of playing a team that might not necessarily do quite as well. So we'll have to wait and see how we get on and just push on where we can. Alador Hamilton here plays it to Kedwell down this right hand side. Kedwell moves it in. Can he play it into the penalty area? Yes, he can. And Hayder is there. He continues his remarkable goal scoring run here. Ali Hayder puts us 1 goal ahead here, and we are looking strong. 11 minutes gone. It's our first shot on target that we've converted. And possession wise, we're looking in control as well. And so far, Maidenhead haven't created any opportunities until just then. Akers managing to make a good save, and we remain at 1-0. In terms of the league table as it stands as well, we still sit in third place. And I'm looking forward to a challenge of the playoffs, to be honest. Like I say, recently we've beaten teams in and around us as well. Granted, we didn't beat Maidstone or Chippenham, but beating Havant and Waterlooville and Hemel Hempstead have certainly set us in good stead, and we're looking quite strong at the moment. Whether we'll get promoted or not, I'm not entirely sure, but we'll have to wait and see how things go, and hopefully we might be in a different league next season, which would be very exciting times indeed, and we would have to look to make a number of improvements at the club. Candola here to Corey, looking over the top. Jaden Smith is making a run, trying to get onto it, and he does well to get there. Plays it back here to Alador Hamilton on the edge of the penalty area. The shot takes a deflection, and it comes off the crossbar, and O'Donoghue manages to get it away. Batram does well to beat Gabbiadini. Now Kedwell crosses it in, but Constable makes a good claim, and Smith couldn't quite get onto it, unfortunately. It remains 1-0. And we're creating plenty of opportunities, but we've only had the 1 shot on target so far in this game. But it's still quite early on. We're not at half time yet. There's still 10 minutes to go in this first half, and we're looking quite good value for this lead. And as things stand, we remain 10 points ahead of Wealdstone. So as it stands, they are leading in their match as well, by the looks of things. So we're doing okay at the moment. I'm quite pleased with the way the season's gone. I mean, we were struggling for so long, and now we're in a position where we're finally playing at our potential, and I'm hopeful that the players that are running out of contract at their parent clubs that we've got in on loan, we might be able to get them in permanently, but we have to wait until the end of the season to see if we can get them on pre-contracts. But the likes of Callum Hamilton, Ali Hayder especially, I want to keep him if I can. Ryan Batram's done well at right back as well. If we can keep these players in, hopefully we can keep the squad largely together for next season. Okocha here with a free kick. Plays it forward. Hayder couldn't get onto it, and it was an easily mopped up clearance from the Maidenhead defence. Gabbiadini looks to get onto it. Batram does well. Aqua now into Manton. Looks over the top, and McEachran couldn't get onto it, and Akers claims it well. Can he deliver straight away here? Hayder has done well recently getting onto the balls forward from Akers, but he couldn't find Burton that time. Candola does well to clear, and Okocha looks to loft it forward. Jaden Smith couldn't get onto it, but Burton does. Ali Hayder, that's a great ball through, and Jaden Smith is in. He's around Constable, and it's 2-0 here. And with about half an hour to go, we have a 2-goal advantage now. Our great form is going to continue here, and hopefully we can not suffer too much in the way of fitness. The players are looking quite strong at the moment in this game. We've had 2 shots on target and converted them both. So Batram's just started to struggle a bit here, so we're just going to make a couple of changes for the last 15 to 20 minutes. Batram's also on a yellow card as well, so Hanks is going to come on for him. I think we're going to take Burton off. He's had a poor game, and we're going to bring Barnes on. I think I'll do it that way. Put Barnes in there, and we'll take Corey off as well for Lee Higgs, and that will be our 3 changes for this match. And hopefully we can just see the game out now. And I think Maidenhead, to be fair, I mean, they've had some better chances than we have, but I think just with the run of form that we've been on, I think it's certainly working to our advantage at the moment. Whether we can continue this into the end of the season or not, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, it'd be important if we did, because obviously if we end up in the playoffs, we need to be in the best form we can be in. So it's going to be tough either way, but hopefully we can carry on as we are. Here's Barnes, plays it through here, and now Higgs is looking to get through. He has support in the penalty area, finds Ali Hayder, and he's put it wide. He is the informed man for us at the moment, Ali Hayder, but he put that one wide. It was a poor attempt, really, and it remains 2-0. But we are set here for another very good 3 points in this home match. And with the away game against mid-table Eastbourne to come, again, it's a team we've struggled against in the past, but hopefully we can carry on in this vein of form and get another good result. This unbeaten run we're on really is proving to be fantastic for us at the moment in terms of player confidence. It's another really good win. Ali Hayder with the man of the match performance with an 8 rating there, and we look forward to that game away at Eastbourne. Jaden Smith's done quite well. He won't be signing a new contract, I don't think. He wants almost double the money. Lee Higgs also wants double the money. He's finally accepted that we can offer him a new deal, but they require too much money, and we can't, unfortunately, sign them on for a further season. If we get promoted, there is an opportunity that we could, but we'll have to wait and see what happens when it comes down to the playoffs, because I think we will qualify for them looking at that league table at the moment, and we'll see how we do. We've got a couple of days before the Eastbourne game, so I'll just get through them off camera, and then we'll come back for that match. And hopefully, again, we can continue this run of form and get another good result. Well, here we go, guys, for the game away at Eastbourne. There's no further updates with the squad in terms of contracts or anything. The players that we want to sign have signed, and the players that we can't seem to renew at the moment are still in the same boat. But we are still going to be trying to keep them. They have been very important to us. Higgs this season, and Smith for the last 2 seasons, of course. He's been very pivotal in the squad. But for today, he is going to miss out. We've got Higgs in goal, Ezanolim, Okocha, Hanks and Batram at the back. Burton, Corey, Barnes and Kedwell in midfield, with Hayder and Higgs partnering up front. And hopefully, as I said previously, we can continue this fantastic run of form in this away game against Eastbourne. They are currently sat in mid-table, so they're safe from relegation, and they're not going to challenge for the playoffs, I don't think. So it's just a case of wanting it more than they do, and hopefully we do, and we will get that result once again. They've only lost 1 in their last 5, winning their last 2, so it's going to be a tight one, really, I think. Still, the gap is 10 points to Wealdstone as things stand, and it's not already. But otherwise, it is quite close between a number of teams down there, and we could certainly influence that come the end of the season with some of the teams that we end up playing against. Dulwich Hamlet have pretty much won the title as of today. They will have won the league if they win in the match against Hemel Hempstead, which I think has actually been postponed briefly, but as it stands, they're going to win the title anyway. As Hanks knocks it forward, Winterbone manages to clear as an Ollie quite easily gets onto it and plays it into Okocha, who's already on a yellow card, which is a bit of a concern. Higgs can't beat Harrison, and Akers makes a good claim. It's a very good clearance from the Eastbourne defender, and Akers with the delivery forward. Hayder almost got onto that there. Winterbone couldn't find Grant. Hanks into Kedwell. Kedwell squeezes between two of the Eastbourne players here, and he strikes it himself. It was a very, very poor effort. It's gone very, very wide, and it remains 0-0. We have been the better team so far, as the match stats would suggest, but we are yet to convert. So at 0-0, anything can happen. And in terms of the league positioning, of course, as we have 6 games remaining, we are looking quite good for them playoff places, which again at the start of the season we were just hoping for top half, and before we hit this run of form we were looking as though we might even be lucky just to get the top half, but we're doing well at the minute and hopefully we can continue in that manner. I think we've been a little bit poor in this game, we've not been good enough so far, and hopefully we can be better in the second half. In terms of the game itself, as you can see, still from the match stats, we're much the better team, but we're just not quite getting that end product. We're going to take Hanks off for Candola, I think, and Sambu, I think we might bring on for a rare appearance as well. Corey's picked up an injury, so Sambu can come on. Candola's going to come on for the yellow carded Okocha as well. And both of our strikers have been quite poor today, so I think what we'll do, we'll bring Jaden Smith on for Lee Higgs. We'll keep Hayder on. He is our top scorer and he's been outstanding all campaign. Hopefully he can get a opportunity and as the game goes into the last half an hour. And there's a set piece here for Eastbourne and it's played in and it's just over the crossbar. Very good effort from them. Should have been a goal really. A little bit poor defensively from our point of view, but we continue to try and push on. We're going to demand more here from the side. We've been quite poor in this match so far, but again, match stats aside of that getting that goal, we're doing everything right, I think. Smith couldn't beat Hanks to it, and Barnes does get onto it, but he's lost out here to Coulthurst, and Coulthurst is charging forward, and he's played it past Akers, and that is a brilliant save from Akers there. Really, really well done to him for making that save. 15 minutes to go, and it's a corner for Eastbourne now. Benham looks to play it in, it's toward the centre of the box, and it's cleared away. And Coulthurst tries to knock it back in, but it comes to nothing, and it remains 0-0. As things stand, we still remain in third place as well. There's another set piece for Eastbourne with Benham to take, and it's in. It's Oscar Winterbone who's got the goal. It's his first goal of the season, and in terms of the way the game's been going in the last 5-10 minutes or so, they've deserved it. We've had the better of the game overall, but we've been poor today. We've not looked at scoring a goal for the most part. Hayder couldn't get onto that. Here's Sambu. I mean, but I'm not sure why he was trying to find Smith there. He was surrounded by 3 Eastbourne players, but he still tried to play that pass. Candola looks over the top. Hayder couldn't get onto it, but Burton just beat Dickinson to it, and Dickinson has panicked there, and Kedwell could be in. Kedwell down this right-hand side, gets brought down by Sullier, and it's a penalty kick. Jaden Smith to take. Can we get that equaliser here? Jaden Smith with the penalty, he just dinks it in. It's 1-1 here, and our unbeaten run hopefully will continue. Can we move on from that goal and create another opportunity to take the lead late on in this match? We're into added time. There's only a few minutes remaining here. Can we do it? Or is it going to finish as a 1-1 draw? The unbeaten run either way is going to continue here. It is going to finish 1-1. A little bit disappointing overall really in that one. Burton was quite poor. Batram had a poor game. Kedwell did. Hayder did as well. So not ideal, but overall we didn't play horrifically. Like I say, match starts look quite good, but we just didn't create enough proper goal scoring opportunities. And we come away with a draw though. The unbeaten run does continue, and we're looking very positive here. Playoff places, it's going to add another dimension to the campaign, which we've not seen yet in this save. And as we sit in third place, we remain 10 points ahead of Wealdstone, who also drew. So with 6 games remaining, a maximum of 18 points available. and I think playoffs are pretty much assured, to be quite honest. We've got to keep on with our form though, but we have got some tough games toward the end of the season. We've got one or two easier games, but we do play league leaders Dulwich Hamlet as well at some point. So it is going to be a bit of a tough run-in for one or two of the matches, but we'll have to see how we get on. And in terms of, oh, hang on a minute, Corey's out for a week, Jaden Smith's out for a couple of days. We've managed to get the draw, like I say. So we're going to come back for the last two games of the season, which is Worthing at home and Farnborough away. So we've got Braintree to play, who are currently sat in 12th. St Albans to play, who are currently in 17th. Dulwich Hamlet, who are going to be the league winners. We've got Taunton to play, who are sat in 10th. And then we've got Worthing, who are sat in 14th, and Farnborough, who are rock bottom of the league. So for the most part, we've got a decent run in, but we need to maintain this form. Like I say, I mean, since that brilliant comeback against Ebbsfleet, it's just completely turned us around as a team. And it finds us unbeaten in what, 4, 8, 12, 16 matches unbeaten in the league now. And come the end of the season, we could be on for a very, very good end here as it leads us into the playoffs. Well, we'll be back for the last two games of the season, guys. Thank you very much for watching this episode. All your support is greatly appreciated. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I will see you all next time, and this is Big Will signing away.